two. Everyone's got someone except for you. It's 2 by 2 except for you. It's 2 by 2 except for you.
Look, Carol, don't lecture me. I know what I'm doing. I'll be in for the 12 o'clock if you can take the 10:30. How many times do I have to tell you I'm fine? George has been back a whole week and it's wonderful. I can't imagine how I survived without him. I must go now. I have to start a casserole. He likes it to cook all day, you see. Always has, bless him. Bye.
I think I'm going to throw up.
Well, don't do it over me, Carol. These leg warmers cost a fortune.
Only a week ago, Jenny was an independent woman. Someone you could talk to. Even if she was a bit batty. Now he's back. She's a cross between Fanny Craddock and a Cocker Spaniel.
Who's he?
George.
You said that like you had a horrible smell up your nose.
I can't believe she's taken him back. He'd been gone a year. And do you know what he did 2 weeks ago?
Surprise me.
He got married.
That surprised me.
Yeah. He married that Jessica Bailey. Stayed with her for 8 days, then crawled back to Jenny saying he'd made a mistake.
Is he a Mormon?
I don't think so.
Only I saw this programme the other night on television. And they can have as many wives as they like, you know.
Really?
I wouldn't mind sharing a husband myself. I mean, just think. You'd only have to have sex once a month. And there'd always be someone to help with the shopping.
Well, that might be all right for you, Barbara, but it wouldn't suit me at all.
Why not?
I like shopping.
That's a fine way to greet your best friend.
Oh, Mandy, I'm so pleased to see you. Come in.
Has she been round yet? Who? George's wife?
I'd like to remind you, George lived with me for 5 whole years before he lived with her.
Shh! He mustn't hear you being petulant. He won't like it. He isn't here. Well, why didn't you say so?
He's gone.
Not again.
He's taken my car and gone to fetch some things from his place.
You've lent him your car?
He isn't going to steal it.
How do you know? He's not very stable.
Let's talk about something else.
Well, what things has he gone to pick up?
I don't know, bits and pieces. Can you pass the onion?
You shouldn't buy them when they've got things growing out the side, Jen. It's not healthy.
If you believed all they tell you, you'd starve to death.
Well, I read this article.
Yes, I know. Milk gives you heart attacks, bacon gives you cancer, and frozen peas make your wee green.
Give it me or you'll slice your fingers off.
I don't care.
Jenny? What's the matter?
Where's the onions? Oh, since George came back, I've had the happiest week of my life. I love everything about him, Mandy.
I know.
I even love the way he splashes the toothpaste all over the bathroom mirror.
Why do men do that?
This morning, after he left, the place was like a bomb site. Dirty ashtrays, clothes dropped everywhere. There wasn't a drawer closed or a dry towel in the place, and I didn't care. Do you know what that means?
He's a dirty pig.
It means I'm vulnerable. I'm scared to death he'll go again and I'll be left with a filthy flat, a frilly apron and 5 pounds of beef casserole. Oh, Mandy, what can I do?
Give him beans on toast. I'll put the casserole in my freezer. I've a bit of space now Patrick's home.
There you are, you see. Patrick's home. I knew he wouldn't be away for long. Husbands always come back, don't they?
Yes, I suppose so.
Did he say where he'd been?
No, and I didn't ask.
Think positive. George says he's going to divorce Jessica as soon as possible. I wonder if he'll go and see a solicitor today. The sooner all this nonsense is over, the better.
I hope his wife feels the same way.
I can't think about her now, Mandy. Pass the garlic press.
So what are you going to do about Larry?
Larry who?
Larry, the man who was in your flat the night George came back.
Oh, him.
Larry, the man who was last seen legging it up the street without his trousers.
It wasn't quite like that.
Yes, it was. It was exactly like that. The poor man had to sneak out the back window like a burglar. You could have phoned him and apologised.
I did.
What did he say?
You said I could keep the trousers.
Are there any lemmings on your family tree, Larry? I just wondered if suicidal manic depression ran through your family.
I had an aunt who killed herself. But I think it was an accident.
You're really fun to share an office with, do you know that?
Shut up, Ben.
I suppose I'm lucky, really. It's not everyone sees the angel of death gulping down a mug of Marmite.
Give me the rest, Ben. I'm not in the mood for merry quips and gay banter.
There's nothing gay about my banter.
I've had a rotten, lousy week. I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Why not?
I'm lending credence to the indisputable truism that men do not converse with each other except on the topic of football.
You've been reading Roger's Brontosaurus again, haven't you?
Women's world.
God save us from woman's world.
I'm trying to understand them, Ben. I know what makes them tick, get inside their heads.
Anything in there about knickers?
That's all you ever think about, isn't it? Aren't you interested in women as people?
No.
I give up.
Listen, Larry, I like women, but I don't let them give me any aggravation. I keep it simple. Drinks, dinner, nookie. Simple as that.
I'm surprised you bother with the dinner.
Don't try and understand them, Larry. I'll tell you what women want. They want men like Humphrey Bogart, Rhett Butler, Captain Bligh.
Rubbish.
And I'll lay you even money, none of them would have given us stuff about PMT, equal pay, or the women's movement.
That's not the point, Ben.
Women like bastards.
You should be all right, then.
You show them you care, and they'll walk all over you. Hello? Hello, Mummy. They're right, then. Oh, good, good. I tried to get all pink, but the florist said everyone likes red roses, so I bunged in a few for good measure. See you at 8. I don't pass the supermarket. All right, single or double. Look forward to it. Bye.
You show them you care, they'll walk all over you.
Yeah, well, mothers are different.
Stretch, 2, 3, 4, and stretch. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4.
And a hand here. 2, 3, 4.
Car manager and drop out. 4 and stretch. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4.
Where did she get the energy from?
George is back.
Do you think this George would pay for the osteopath?
All right, everybody, time's up. Shakedown.
Afternoon, all.
Good God, here comes Lord Kitchener's valet.
I'm off.
Me too.
Mr. Chambers, I have to talk to you about yesterday.
You didn't like the way I played Tipperary?
No, that was fine. It's just that you seem to have the loud pedal on all the time.
Cramp.
What?
When I have an attack, you see, my foot locks. See? Oh, no, it's gone again. Look, there's nothing I can do about it. Oh.
Just thought I'd mention it.
Oh.
What are we getting today?
I think I'll stick to the old stuff, love, if you don't mind, because I'm depressed. But when I'm depressed, I can't cope with anything in B flat. It's the news, you see, it gets me down. It's that Thatcher woman, I can't stand her.
Well,
I heard her on the wireless this morning, and I come to the conclusion she don't give one Toyota for the unemployed. Thank God I've got a job, miss. There ain't a lot about nowadays.
Jen, it's Mandy on the phone. She sounds fraught.
Oh, bloody. Oh.
Did you fire him?
not exactly. Hello, Mandy?
I can't talk now, but I found something dreadful. Meet me at Sammy's in 10 minutes.
I can't, Mandy.
Thanks, Jen. I'll see you there.
Will you take my class?
Is he playing the piano?
Yes.
I don't think my nerves can stand it.
Oh, come on, Carol.
I've told you 100 times he's useless. He's got to go.
He's got cramp.
Jenny, you've got to listen to me. The 5:30 used to be packed. Now it's down to 2. And it's all thanks to Richard Clayderman in there.
2's better than nothing.
And the only reason they're still here is they're both deaf.
Then there's no need to whisper, Carol. See you later.
Mrs. Beecham! Mrs. Stokes! The class is about to begin!
Oh, God help us all.
Keep walking, Larry. If you stop and talk, she'll think you're a prat.
He's avoiding me. I'd better pretend I haven't seen him.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Just got a bit of a shock.
That's where you're going.
Yes, I suppose I should. Are you finished for the day?
Ah, yes, I'm on my way home.
I'm going for a drink. Would you like to join me?
I can't. I mean, I'm on my way home and then I'm going out with some friends for a drink.
That's nice.
How's George?
He's fine. Look, Larry, I'm sorry about the other night.
No, mission, it's forgotten. Filed away as one of life's little jokes.
The last thing I wanted was to hurt you.
Really embarrassing, but nevertheless filed away.
It's just that he's got this hold over me. I wish he hadn't. Will you ring me sometime?
I don't think so, Jen. You've made your bed. George is lying in it. It's time to go on your own. Bye.
What a prat.
Word, please, Sabby.
You haven't finished that one yet.
Cheers. Can I have another one, Cease Plummy?
No, you cannot. This is a wine bar, not a cemetery.
Could have fooled me.
Hi, Jenny. Have you come to pick up Wincy Wallbanger here? She's been in here 8 minutes and she's drunk enough to sink a battleship.
Oh, Mandy. I can hold my drink. I'm like a camel.
That must be why she's got the hump.
Mandy, what's the matter?
There you go, dear. On the house. She's spent enough for both of you.
Thanks.
I'm off to polish the gravestones.
Do you know what that is?
Yes?
Where do you think I got it?
The family planning clinic?
Wrong.
The doctor?
Wrong.
Oh, Mandy, what difference does it make where you got it? I've seen it, I know what it is, now put it away.
I found it in Patrick's pocket.
Why did he have your cap in his pocket?
It isn't mine.
Oh!
He was away for 10 days and I never asked a single question. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Midlife crisis, male menopause and all that. Now I wish I'd strangled him with some piano wire. I bet she doesn't have cellulite. Oh, no. She'll be thin as a rake with great big...
Don't sink to his level, Mandy.
I'm so upset I can hardly speak straight.
Where is he now?
Out. He's always bloody out. Even when he's in, he's out.
I know what you mean. They get that vacant look, don't they?
Like Bambi.
Anything rather than talk to you.
Bambi Gascoigne?
They listen to hours of Rachmaninoff, put on that tatty old dressing gown, stare out of windows.
And then they steal your silver, bloody men.
Hi. What are you doing here? I thought you'd gone home.
I came back, I couldn't stand the quiet.
How can I be quiet with that bloody dog of yours around the place?
It's Vivian's turn to look after him this week.
Thank God you didn't have any children.
Place is like a tomb when Napoleon isn't there.
Probably smells better, though. Come on, Larry! Stop moping around. Why don't you go out and enjoy yourself?
I tried that last Saturday. I ended up with food poisoning and no trousers.
Sounds wonderful.
Ben, look out, quick, duck.
What's going on?
Don't argue, get down here, quickly. It's Jenny. I told her I was going out.
Cigar?
Thank you.
That's funny. I thought Larry said he was going home.
Is that
What then peculiar?
Larry, you need help.
I've seen this George person, you know.
When?
This morning he was driving Jenny's car.
What kind of car she got?
Ford Fiesta. I don't know what she's going on about. He's not all that fantastic. I mean, anyone can look good if they're tall, dark, and handsome.
Not in a Ford Fiesta.
I'm not going to see her again. I've told her so in no uncertain terms. You've made your bed. George is lying in it. This time you're on your own. Goodbye.
You're a regular Oscar Wilde when you get going, Larry.
And I'm not going to telephone her.
Hallelujah.
For a couple of days. I'm in love, Ben.
Oh, puke up, Cassidy.
People go through their lives accepting mediocrity. They're fine as long as they can watch Coronation Street every Monday and Wednesday at 7:30. That's not good enough for me. I want more. Listen, Ben. Ever since my marriage broke up, I've been lonely, desperate, empty. Jenny makes me feel alive again. It's as simple as that. I want to experience all the passion and pain that two people can go through together before we're all blown away by a nuclear bomb.
Roy's got tickets for the match against Spurs. You fancy coming?
You haven't listened to a word I've said, have you?
I'm sure I shut the door.
It must be Patrick.
Where's the piano wire?
Hello. You must be Patty's wife.
Patty's wife.
Who are you when you're at home?
Dolores Malone, how to do?
Dolores Malone.
Does she always repeat everything you say?
Everything you say. What do you want?
I've been thrown out of my flat and I've got nowhere else to go.
Nowhere else to go?
Oh, don't you start. Look, your husband's had me at his beck and call for 2 years. Now he's going to have to look after me. I'm sorry if it's inconvenient.
Not at all, my dear. Any friend of Patty's is a friend of mine and all that. I suppose this must be yours.
Oh, yeah, tell her. I tried to find somewhere else to go, honestly. I tramped round for hours before coming here.
And tramping can be so tiring.
Jenny, be quiet.
Well, it's just that Patty said if ever I was in any trouble, not to hesitate to call.
I suspect he meant the telephone.
And when I got here, he grabbed his coat and scampered for the front door like a demented ferret.
Yes, that describes him rather well.
Bloody men. They're all the same.
What are you doing? Amanda! You get 20% more light if they're clean.
25?
I don't believe this.
Should use a drop of vinegar on them, love. Brings them up smashing.
Really? Malt or wine? Amanda, stop scrubbing.
Here, I'll do it. You go and have a down, eh?
This is all very cosy, but do we have to be so civilised?
I don't see why, just because my husband is a pig, I should behave like a fishwife.
Here.
After all, this sort of thing happens all the time.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Every day people's lives are turned upside down by drink and sexual deviation.
I beg your pardon?
It's quite all right, Dolores. I know all about it. I read the news of the world.
What are you going to do tonight?
I haven't thought about it.
I would ask you to dinner with my mother, but I wouldn't wish her gefilte fish on anyone.
It's all right. I'm fine. I've got 100 pages of this to get through before I get home.
Listen, Larry, I did hear what you said about mediocrity and the nuclear bomb and everything.
Did you?
Yes. I just thought it was a load of old cobblers.
Thank you, Ben.
Let me give you a word of advice. Don't phone Jenny.
I told you I wouldn't.
Scout's honour.
Scout's honour.
See you tomorrow.
See you. I hated the bloody Scouts.
I met him at the bridge club. I was there helping with the sandwiches.
didn't know he played bridge.
Neither did I.
You should have seen the way he ate his egg mayonnaise on brown. It was fantastic. What? But the way he could talk and chew at the same time. Really impressive.
More tea?
Yes, please. I'd never met anyone like him before. Never. Sophisticated, you know. He was so elegant. Really classy. You wouldn't catch him farting after an Indian takeaway.
Oh, yes, you would. Sugar?
3, please. You must think I'm awful coming here like this. I didn't mean to upset anybody, honest. I just needed someone to talk to. Getting evicted's really depressing.
Oh, it must have been dreadful for you.
If I could just stay for a bit. I haven't bought much luggage. See, this is it. Won't take up a lot of space.
I do not believe this.
You stay as long as you like. We've got a spare room no one's using, and the linen's fresh on today.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Now you finish your tea.
Isn't she lovely? Not at all what I expected.
Dolores,
Yes, love?
can I ask you something?
Yeah, ask away.
When you first met Patrick, did he tell you about me?
Well, sort of.
What do you mean?
Well, he told me that he had a wife.
Good old Patrick.
That he loved a lot, and he'd never ever leave her. For me or anyone else, for that matter.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, straight up. He said he'd stay with you forever.
Oh, gosh.
On account of your wonderful sense of humour, your beautiful smile, and...
Go on. Go on.
Your white stick, your wooden leg, and your hideous drink problem.
Oh, dear God.
It's a bit of a shit, really, isn't it?
192. 193. 194. 200. I think she's out.
Oh, damn! I hate it when it does that. I hope it wasn't George.
Why should it be?
Well, he's got the car and it's been giving me trouble lately. The radiator keeps boiling over.
You want to have that seen to, otherwise your big end will go.
Oh, the casserole!
What is it about us, Jen?
What do you mean?
What is it that makes us both such victims?
I'm not a victim.
You all right? Patrick says I'm a masochist.
How ridiculous.
Up until last Saturday, I thought that was someone who collected stamps.
What are you going to do about Dolores?
I'm going to be strong and positive and pretend it isn't happening. I've always liked this cutlery. Jenny, I'm very glad George has come back.
I thought you didn't like him.
I like him. I just don't want you to be hurt anymore, that's all. But I've been thinking. None of it really matters, does it? The hurt, I mean. If you can find someone in your life who makes you happy, even for a brief moment, you should grab hold of them and never ever let them go. Where'd you get that cruet?
George gave it to me.
Forget everything I just said. The man's a Philistine.
Do you know why George came back?
Jessica wouldn't have these in the house.
He said it was my skin. He couldn't live without it. Even when he was with other women, he couldn't forget the touch of me. That's what brought him back. My skin.
He should have been a dermatologist.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me.
My God, look at the time! Isn't it stupid? I've known him nearly 7 years and my heart still beats like the clappers because I know he'll be here any minute.
I suppose I better be going.
No, stay and have a drink. I know he'd love to see you.
Even though I've got a spotty neck.
Do I look all right?
You look fine.
Are you Miss Jennifer Russell?
Yes?
Do you own a blue Ford Fiesta registration A372JLC?
Yes?
Are these your keys?
Yes. Oh, my God, what's happened? Where's George?
Don't know anything about a George. This vehicle was left outside the police station with a note saying, "Return to owner and tell her that I am sorry."
Is that all?
No. It was parked on Dubiola Line. Here's your ticket. Good evening.
It must have been the big end. George, I love you so much. Don't do this to me, please.